What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Foxtecc video. This time, as you can see, we have the iPhone going on in front of us, and the topic is how do you edit overexposed photos on your iPhone? Now, an example of that, when I look at it, this is what it looks like. This is an example of a photo which is overexposed. It's not something that we like to see. It doesn't look the best. This is an extreme version of that. So how do you edit that? Now, the thing is that there isn't much which you can do about that, but there are some things which you could theoretically do, or try to save it at least somehow. So when you click on it, you can see at the top right we have the edit button. So tap on edit, and the few settings or the few things that we are going to be focusing on is, first of all, exposure. So go ahead and click on exposure and try to dial it back. You can see it doesn't look that well because it's just even though it makes everything a bit darker, which is nice. So definitely lower the exposure a bit, but don't go with it too much because it's just distorting the photo too much. But then we have the brilliance, but highlights is the next thing that you need to focus on. Highlights is really important because you definitely want to lower that. You can see that you're starting to get much more detail out of the photo. That's good. The next thing, however, is shadows. The shadows should be added there. You can see you cannot go to the right and lift the shadows. See right here, we have to slide it across, but it doesn't do much of a difference. Important part is going to be the contrast, so you're going to click on that, and you probably want to increase it a bit. You can see that when you hold down on it, or when you can see the before and after, you're going to notice that the difference isn't that huge, but you definitely want to lower the brightness, lower the exposure, focus on, as I said, exposure, brightness, highlights, contrast, play around with these things to try at least save the photos a bit. But of course, once the photo is really just gone or really overexposed, you're not going to be able to do much with it. So definitely make sure that you at least, or at first, take proper pictures. That is the best way to prevent this from happening. I'm going to show it to you right now, but before that, I need to quickly show you that this is the Foxtecc education platform. You can definitely go ahead and check it out. The link is going to be down below in the description. It is free to join, and inside you're going to be able to find other people who are also learning about their devices. But besides that, you also have courses on video editing. You can see when I open up the classroom section that you have all apps explained course, and more are going to be added as long as we continue doing that, which we will. So definitely go ahead and check it out. It's down below in the description, and it's free to join. Anyways, to make sure that your photos are not overexposed on your iPhone, you have to open up the camera. And when you are in here, by default, the photos look nice. But if you want to make sure that you're not locked in or anything, well, if you hold down on the screen anywhere like this, you're going to lock in the automatic exposure and focusing. And you don't want to really do that unless you are sure about what you're doing. Because if you do it wrong, it can end up making your photos overexposed. So you can see when you tap on something, you focus it, and when you slide it up like this, it just makes it really over-focused. So you technically want to make sure at most of the times that you shoot with the default or automatic exposure as well as focus. That is the best way, unless you necessarily have to change it for your own preferences. But besides that, don't really focus on any changes or anything that you don't really know what you're doing. So that's about it. I'm gonna wrap up this video right now. Hope you found it useful and informative. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up down below, but definitely subscribe so you never miss future tutorials like this one. Thanks a lot for watching. See you guys later.